Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining another Assael Collection preview, a show and tell today. And I am here. My name is Hisano Shepherd from Pro Paradise, and I am here with the lovely model Lori today. Hi. So Lori is not just a model for us. And thank you all for coming in. Please let us know where you're coming in from. Taco Sunday just joined. Marilee is here. Who is Taco Sunday? If you can reveal who you are, we would love to know. But welcome in. And so, yeah, Lori, can you tell us a little bit about your journey and the special relationship you have with Pearl Paradise?
Yeah, so Jeremy just reminded me that it's been almost 20 years since I first was introduced to Pearl Paradise, which is kind of crazy. One of my best friends, Mia, used to work here, and I think she was
a director of operations.
Yeah, pretty high up there. And she actually took me to China to a pearl farm, which is crazy. And I fell in love. And shortly after, I actually started working here. I was the social media manager for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And then I was just in and out, coming back for modeling jobs. And then they took me to Japan and Hong Kong and Sea of Cortez. So anytime we did lives internationally, I would go and be behind the scenes doing all the social media for them. And now I'm in front of the camera again.
So you're always like in front of the camera and behind the camera. And we just love working with you because you're fun to be around with. And you're very knowledgeable.
I love
the pearls as well. So so lovely Lori is here today. She's going to be modeling the strands that we're going to be showing. So today is all about necklaces, all about strands, and how we can share the legacy of Assael Collection. Assael is a most famous American luxury pearl house that closed recently, and we have taken on their surviving necklaces, beautiful jewelry, and being able to be one of the sellers here in the United States. And so Barbara is here, Berna is here, Nadi Fajita is saying hello from Mexico. Hi.
Wow, hi.
Pearl lovers from sunny California. And Barbara says, nice to hear about her history with you. Yes, so we have known Lori for a very long time. And so today we have a lot of strands to show you. And this is only just a little piece of the pie of all the pieces that we have collected from the Assael collection. And so it's such a privilege to be able to share how it looks on Lori. And you can see the scale of some of the pearls here, the length as well, but also really get to geek out on the size, the luster, the color, especially in the white South Seas and the Tahitians. So today we're going to be showing you Tahitians, of course, because Mr. Assael is the king of Tahitian pearls, but king of Tahitian pearls as well. So we're going to start with Tahitian pearls, especially the round ones. And we get to see assortment of color, assortment of sizes, assortment of luster. So the price point are very, it's a wide range that we get to see. And then we're going to move on to everybody's favorite, the Fijians. And I'll start to talk about a little bit more about why Assael decided to have such a beautiful collection of Fijians. And then we'll go into the goldens, and then we'll finish with the white South Sea pearls. So Barbara says, let's go on with it. And Luli is saying aloha from Kauai.
Aloha.
So yes, let's start. The first one, yes. And so today is the main focus for today is viewing all these pearls in this one setting. We have about a 2-hour program, and we get to show you from the Tahitians, the very high-end Tahitians, to Goldens, to Fijians, to White South Sea. If there are some items that you feel very called to learn and receive more information, what we would like to invite you to do is book a virtual appointment, and especially a private appointment over the weekend with Jeremy. So Jeremy is available over the weekend, this weekend, to really talk to you personally about these strands, especially the high-end pieces, because these are really, they have a story to tell. And Jeremy can also really walk you through why some of the pieces are priced this way because of the color, size, luster, and so on. So Jeremy's email address is very simple, jeremy@pearlparadise.com, and you can just simply email him and request for a private viewing, either with a virtual appointment. And if you're also interested in in-house appointment, which is incredible because you really get to see it close up and in real time, and you could actually try them on, that would be also an incredible way to acquire these beautiful pieces. So if that's of your interest, please let us know as well. And if you'd like to have an in-house appointment, any of our staff can make that appointment for you. So you could just call us. But if you like to have a private viewing, virtual appointment with Jeremy, just simply email him at jeremy@pearlparadise.com. All right, so let's get started with the first one. So the first piece that Lori is wearing, this, I call it, the color is like that standard steel gray of Tahitian pearls. And the size, so this is T1, and this size is 10.3 to 11.8, meaning the center pearl is 11.8. It starts at 10.3, and the length is important to notice because these are all finished pieces. This is 16 3/4. So if you're wondering about what the length would look like on you, how tall are you, Lori?
5'7".
So on a 5'7" person, it'll hit right around the clavicle right here, 16 3/4. 16 inches, anywhere from 16 to 17 inches is considered more like a princess neckline. So here we are. Let's take a look at this in a close-up. So this is going to be under an indirect light source. So as if you are looking at these pearls by the window, so indoors. So take a look at the slight variation of overtones that you see. There are some greens, there are some darker silver, but overall, you're seeing this very, very close up. It's a very well matched strand, and it's also very clean in the surface. So for Pearl Paradise, we will call this a AAA quality, and it does have a little bit of a diamond accent on a white gold, 18 karat white gold ball clasp. And hi, I'm Maribel from Seattle. I heard Seattle's getting rainy, kind of cold and wet over there. Yeah, so now I am going to show that, or I'm going to give this to Lori so she can show you in the direct lighting. So first you saw it on her wearing it. It's a 16 3/4 length. And now we get to see it close up on the direct light. And the direct light really shows off the luster. So we were able to really see the colors on the indirect light source. And now we really get to see the pop of the luster. So you're seeing the peacock, you're seeing the greens, and it's also already knotted and finished. So you see that kind of a lighter shade of gray of the knotting of the silk as well.
Oh, you really see the peacock in this close-up.
Yeah, the pink is
Wow.
really pretty. And perfectly round.
They're perfect.
Okay, we're moving on to the next one. And what I like to do is I'm going to keep that strand that we just showed so that we can start to show you side by side what the color and the size and the luster variation would be like. This one, Lori's holding it up because it doesn't have a clasp yet, which is amazing because no one has ever even tried them on as a necklace yet. So it's still on a temporary strand with a tassel. This one here is the most silver strand that we are showing today. And the size is 10 millimeter, starting at 10 millimeter toward the back here. What's different from the first strand is that it's 13.5 millimeter at the bottom here. So let's take a look at this, how silver these are. And when I say silver, it's not quite silver like a metal, but this is the kind of silver, we would call it silver in a Tahitian. So you'll see some blues, you'll see some greens, and this is the indirect light we have in our studio. So you do see a slight variation. There's a little bit of the pink, but then you see a little bit of a blue. This one is a brighter blue. The black dot that you see is actually our camera lens. So that's not a blemish or anything like that. And Neon Megatron says, wow, such a gorgeous color for Tahitians. And yes, it's kind of like a frosty color. It's a beautiful silvery color. So these kind of silver color looks great if you have more of a darker skin tone. It will definitely pop beautifully. So this one here, now I want to move on and show this. Lori's going to show this under the direct sunlight. I'm going to say sunlight, but this is a direct light source. I'm going to move it right above. Yeah, so now we could really see the comparing colors of how light this is. But when you see the luster, it's a pretty good amount of luster, high luster, comparing it side by side with the first strand too. These are both very high in luster. And if Lori can turn it, twirl it a little bit, we can see how clean the strands are too. They're very, very clean strands. You might see a small, very minute detail of a blemish, maybe here and there that I've noticed, but it's very, very minimal. So Assael Tahitian pearls, they really are selective with the amount of surface blemishing. And Neon Megatron says, so interesting to see the color differences between strands. Very beautiful. Wait till we go on to more of the intense colors. So these are, the first one, we call it the steel gray. The second one, although when you're comparing it side by side, now it almost looks peacock to me, which is a really interesting way of how the color shifts. So now we're going to look at what Lori is wearing now. This one, oh, and Monica says, beautiful, and I'm not even a huge silver fan. Yeah, and I agree with you. We all have our likes and dislikes or what we favor one over the other. Lori, do you have any Tahitian colors that you love?
I love peacock.
Peacock,
yeah.
Of course. That's the
so classic, yeah.
Classic, the most popular and the most sought after, so the most expensive.
Well, of course I like that one.
Yeah. So now she's wearing T3. T3 is 11 to 14.5. So now we're really getting bigger. The graduation of this strand is a little bit more dramatic than what we would see because of the 3 millimeter size increase. 3 millimeter size increase in pearls is pretty significant because of the volume, the spherical volume of each pearl. So, and this strand, let me just check the length. So this one is the longest that she's worn now. It's 17 and a quarter. So this is slightly shorter than 18 inches. And it's a comfortable length to wear with anything, really. So there we are, and it is strung with an 18 karat white gold. This is a simple clasp. It has no diamonds on it. And here we are. So I'll show you the clasp too, if anybody is interested. This is a ball clasp, but it has this beautiful like a twist to it. And here we are. So this color is a dark silver, and there is definite peacock that you can see, the hint of peacocks throughout the strand. There's some surface imperfections here, and notice the color of the silk that's being used too. Now because the body color is darker, so are the knots in between too. So we like to, whenever we're stringing pearls, we want the knots to be almost invisible and blend in really well with the strand. And I'm going to hand this over to Laurie so she can show us what it looks like against the two strands that we already saw. And now you could see the difference. It is getting darker, richer color. There's some variables with the greens. There's some that are blue-green a little bit more. Some are brilliant green. Some has a little bit more of a peacock. And this is completely normal when we're matching a straight color Tahitian strands. There's always going to be the slight variation to it, which is a really good authentication factor. So if you see a strand that is completely the same exact color, that is also the kind of the telltale sign that it could be treated. So again, these Assael collection pearls are using the finest pearls, and this strand is composed with a very clean, we will call it AAA grade. Absolutely, it's a very clean surface of the pearls. It's very high luster, and Assael collection is really known for its size with the Tahitian pearls, not only just collecting the highest quality of Tahitian pearls because of Mr. Assael's connection and the relationship that he had with the Tahitian pearl farmers. It's also the size that is so impressive. So now, Laurie, we're going to show what you're wearing next. The next one here is 11 to 13.6. So it's about around the same size range as what we saw before. It's T4. This one has a little bit of a diamond accent clasp on the back side. It's 18 karat yellow gold. So this is a nice kind of change of pace in the color. It's actually really blue. I call this a blue-green because Tahitians tend to have a green base, but this is more of a blue color. And the length that she was wearing was 16 and a quarter. So this was actually the shortest length that she has worn so far. Now, let's take a look at how blue this is. It really does have a blue. This really has this like blue color, the blue green, which is beautiful. And Asparagus Girly says, this really makes me better appreciate the matching on my PP Akoya strand. Such close matching is so tricky. Yes, matching is an art. It takes, and especially with the Akoya pearls, we're kind of off tangent, but with Akoya pearls, all of the staff will do it under direct, not direct sunlight, but indirect sunlight right by the window during the day in the morning hours so that they see a natural filtered light. But again, look at how beautiful this blue green is. And I love the clasp as well. It has some diamonds that are kind of scattered and set here. There's only like a 5-pointer of diamonds, but it's a nice accent to it. And this blue is just beautiful. It just have this beautiful consistency of color. And when you look at it in a cluster like this, you can tell how well matched they are. So now let's take a look at this strand against all the others under the light here, which is the direct light.
And I know I said I was a peacock fan, but when I just saw this in the camera with me wearing it, oh my God, I loved it.
What is it that is like really calling you?
It just really, it was so intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could definitely see the intensity. And can you tell that the luster is much sharper on here?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. And so this is how the grading comes to play and how pearl grading gets very intricate. So when you're looking at it from the top, strand, and yeah, look at that. We can really see the intensity of the blue, which is gorgeous. And they're all gorgeous strands individually, but it's such a treat when, you get to really see these colors. And Glossy Mint says, I love the green blue the most. You think the color is beautiful on everyone. Yeah, I agree too. And Cute Lunch says it's not gray. And the Neon Megatron says the blue-green colors of the strands are so incredible. I completely agree. It just glows from every camera angle and every lighting too. This is an exceptionally well-matched, beautiful blue-green strand.
I felt very expensive and fancy with it on.
Luxurious. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for that, Lori. And then we're moving on to quite a different color. The intensity is there. Mm-hmm. So now we get to really enjoy the intense, rich, black, green, bold color of Tahitian pearls. And yeah, thank you everybody for all of your comments. Keep it coming because I love to know what colors you love, what calls to you. And, you are able to really see side by side what the color differences are. The luster difference is also very important. And Monica was saying that I'm normally a turquoise blue person. To this strand really appeals to me. And I could really see that. And the one now that Lori is wearing, it's pungent, it's dark, it's 11 to 14 millimeters. So it's still around the same size range as the past two strands that she just wore. This is 17 inches. So this is right in between. We typically have 16 or 18 inches. At Pearl Paradise, we do 18 inches, but with Assael Collection, there is a beautiful range from a shorter strand that she can wear at 16 inches and also up to 18 inches. So this is right around in the middle, which is beautiful. And are the most pearls already knotted? Yes, these are knotted. And this has a very nice black strand silk. And let's see, the strand is 17 inches. What color would you describe this color? So let me take this off. It's on an 18 karat white gold. And it's a screw style clasp that I think a lot of people do enjoy that and like. Now, what color would you describe this color? It is very dark. The body color has a rich intensity to it. And it's a beautiful strand. What are the colors that you're seeing on your screen? There's definitely some peacock to it. I see a lot of bold green and some that are slightly blue-green as well. And Cute Lunch sees some aubergine. Asparagus Girly says that's a very unique clasp. Joan 4422 says, Hisano, how might one wear the intense blue strand? So that's a really great question, Joan. Like right now, we kind of paired up to wear something light color to show, you know, being more of like a white canvas to show off the whites and the black. And we're going to be showing some, you know, the Fijians and the Goldens today. I can wear it with a very light color and really make the strand pop. Or I can, and we're going to put this under the light once more, but I can also wear it with black and be super chic and just like be a monotone. And I see a lot of women doing that, like when they really want to be like chic and sleek and just a very simple colorway. Or you want to, if you want to be vibrant, you can pick up the tones that you see. So like you can pick up the tones of the maybe pick up that cherry red or pick up that bold green and make that as your focus. Or you can even play completely the opposite and do something like a champagne gold color of an apparel that you can play it with. Or you can, you know, absolutely wear a contrasting color like red. There's so much that Tahitian pearls can do, and especially when you go to French Polynesia, the women there wears a lot of vibrant colors. You know, with the plumerias and all the floral colors. So it looks great in white, it looks great in yellow, it looks great in magenta. Yeah, I would say play around with it and be bold. This color is meant to be bold, meant to be worn, and it's such a beautiful color. Pearl Lover says like a charcoal with pink and green hues. And Glossy Mint, I think magenta with a blue undertone would definitely make the blue-green pop. Absolutely. Monica says interesting body color with aubergine, peacock, green, bluish, and she likes the clasp as well. And the luster, yes. Thank you for reminding us, Neon Megatron. The luster is getting higher and higher with these as well. It has a beautiful sharp luster. Okay, are we good to move on to the next one? And next one here, another really dark one. I was calling this dark peacock. Can you see the hint of red, hint of pink? Just slightly. And this one here is 19 inches. So this is the longest that she's wearing. And it's only, I feel like, just a subtle difference.
Yeah.
Do you feel and see the difference when you're wearing like a 16? I mean,
Yeah,
the 16 was like right
16.
here, right? And then the 19 right now is hitting right at your chest, like a mid-chest. Yeah.
I feel very cool in these dark ones.
Yeah.
Like the other ones I felt elegant and like fancy, and these ones I just feel really cool.
Let's take a look at this very cool strand with diamond pave encrusted screw clasp, which is gorgeous too. Let's take a look here and let us know what colors you see. So this one is with, you can see the beautiful clasp too. So it cuts in half, domes, and it can be screwed right in. So it's nice and secure. It's 18 karat. Diamond has over 1 carat of diamonds. So it's a very nice, decadent, luxurious clasp. And wow, the luster on these are incredible. I see a lot. When we look at it very closely, so clean, no fish bites. Yeah, and it's such a beautiful peacock color. Look at this one right here, right here. There's a little bit of a pinprick there, but look at the luster on these guys over here. Absolutely gorgeous, and it becomes graduated a slightly larger 12.9 millimeter. So let's compare this one with the rest and see how it compares. It's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
And oh yeah, and people are answering too. Joan, wear it every day with jeans. Absolutely. And Carol is Spartanburg. She's in Spartanburg. And Monica Love, she says, Maui, beautiful, right up my alley. It's beautiful, yeah. It is absolutely gorgeous strand, and the luster is really nice and sharp. It's a nice size too. It's not a dramatic graduation of the size from 10.1 to 12.9. And it's also very special because 19 inches is not a common length that we see. Nia Megatron says, I'm seeing a dark body color and really lovely peacock, some cherry overtones, a few silver and blue tones. Yes, beautiful luster. Absolutely. And Kathy loves seeing these strands together in comparison. Isn't this helpful? I really feel so lucky for us to be able to share this, like a portion of this Assael collection. And maybe we can do the third camera. And wow, just this is the same lighting. It's the direct light source, but in a different camera angle. And just that difference make such a dramatic difference. We can really see the contrast here. And yeah, everybody's saying, love being able to see these strands together. Wow, also amazing. It really is amazing. It's such a treat. And we can see what a volume of Tahitian pearls that Assael produced and were able to acquire to make straight color strands. Yeah, Barbell, I would absolutely be able to talk to you about the luster. So let's take the one that you just had, Lori, thank you. And then the silver one, the second one from the top. And I'm going to move it over to the other side here on my side of the camera. So this is going to be the indirect. And so when we look at the surface of these pearls, they're both very clean and they're both really nice. I would say, you know, if this was Pearl Paradise owned pearls, then we would say these are both AAA quality. However, there is a slight difference, and it's not slight, it's a dramatic difference, and that is with the luster. So the luster is how sharp you can see the details. And so when you look at the light source, which is toward the back, it's a little bit fuzzy on the very silver strand that we saw. This is T2. And then this is the most recent one, and it's starting to get more of a definition of the light source. You could see that reflection here. That is luster. That is how the light is bouncing from the pearl, and we can see the sharpness of what is reflecting. And yeah, it's so, I get so excited looking at these because they're equally beautiful pearls. And also I just want to kind of put it against Lori's skin here. They're both beautiful and they both have its own unique presence to it. And it's just what you would prefer. And especially this is such a high contrast of color as well. So it's really, yes, there is a price point differences because peacock is a lot more precious to us, but you know what it comes down to is preference. Which one do you like more? Which one do you think you'll wear it more often? Or would you get both because you can and you would enjoy the difference of the color? So Lori has a little bit more pink undertone in her skin tone. I have yellow under skin tone, and we could both, I think we can both wear them and feel really good about these pearls.
I would get both if I could get both.
So I hope that was somewhat helpful. And please, yeah, send us more questions. We'll be happy to share our thoughts and our expertise. And Haida, can you compare pearl size of these two strands? Oh yeah, absolutely. Back. So the size here, it's quite similar, but the dark one seems slightly smaller. So let's go back to the camera again, and let's see if I can just wrap it around so you can kind of see it. So yes, the T2 starts at 10 millimeter at the end, 13.5 millimeter at the largest. And then T6 is 12.9. So it's very close in size. However, because the silver blue looks and because the silver blue is lighter in color, it just looks larger. I think it's kind of that illusion that we see.
It's like when you wear black because it's slimming.
And white, we're like a little bit wider. Okay, so now we get to T7. T7 is also unstrung. So no one has worn this one yet. This is dramatic on its own because of two things, because of the size, but also the color. This is cherry. We call this the cherry overtone. And it's 13 to 17.4. 17.4 is the largest size, which is really getting up there. So imagine being a mollusk for a second, and you're housing a 13 millimeter, which is pretty large. And we are not going to be able to know which pearls are first graft and which pearls are second graft. But when there are the Tahitian pearls that are very sharp in luster, or any kind of pearls that are sharp in luster, they're mostly first graft. So these are pearls that are perfectly shaped layer by layer up to 17 millimeters, which is incredible. And it is not the very strong cherry, but it's a consistent cherry overtone that we see. and in this size, which is super impressive. And this is Assael's expertise and what they're known for in the bigger size, in the highest quality that Tahitian can come in, and with this highest luster and as clean as possible. Look how beautiful and impressive the surface is. This is what Assael is known for. Yes, there's a little bit of a line right there, but that's very, very minimal. And that's one of the biggest size of the pearl. You're looking at the center one. The center one is where my finger is right now. That one is a very dark cherry. And it's just an incredibly well matched with the hue, with the luster, with the surface cleanliness. They absolutely did a phenomenal job making these, and it's so impressive. And this is the kind of things that we see rarely. And we have a question. So the bigger the pearl, the heavier. Yes, they're heavy.
This heavy.
This one. You'll feel the difference. Yes, absolutely. Tahitian gumballs, yes. And these are so, it'll take many, many harvests to create something of this caliber for this high luster. And this much of an intensity in the dark body color with this sharp luster takes time. It takes many, many harvests, many, many farmers, and many auctions to go through to collect and make one strand. So this one is unstrung 17.5 inches. And so once strung, it'll be a little bit over 18 inches, 18 and a half or so.
Wow,
but
look
yeah,
at this guy.
And that's the main, the queen of the strand.
Wow.
Is the main, and that one is the largest in the size, and that one is 17.4 millimeters. Okay, so now number 3 camera. Look at that. Super dramatic effect. It's very satisfying, isn't it? To like look at all the rows and rows of Tahitians like this in various color, exceptional quality. They're all just beautiful, shiny miracles of the sea. And pretty. What Lori is wearing now is the incredible cherry that now I get to share with everybody. This one is spectacular. And this one here is the exception. I call it the exceptional cherry. I think I need a better title for this beauty, but it's exceptionally cherry. And it's not something anybody can easily create. Just because they're a pearl company doesn't mean they have pearls like this laying around in their vault all the time. This is one of a kind. Royal cherry, says Sarah, and I love that. It's a royal cherry. Royal cherry, she is 12 to 15 millimeter. So it is on the larger side. Yes, you're feeling it, right? The kind of weight of it, you do.
But it's like, it's very nice.
But it has it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And it has a platinum class with 3 carats of diamonds on the backs. It's a screwable style, which is nice. And it is 18 inches. So it's a nice length for anybody. And this is just pungent cherry. Question. Is this the strand feature? Yes. Yes, it is. Or actually, it's coming up. Jeremy took one, or you know what? I think he did. He may have done this one, I believe. It is, yes. This is it. And you could really see. And Glossy Mint says, Lori, the look on your face, it was made. And I really haven't really started talking about this in the close-up yet, but everybody just knows. You could just see. I don't really need to explain much about this. Big and cherry is not common, and this is the class. Look at the size of the diamonds too. Like they really made sure that these pearls are celebrated and adorned, and made sure that it was taken seriously and with lots of love and care. I mean, look at this beautiful strand. The orient, the 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 depth of the cherry is incredible. It is an extraordinary strand. It's exceptional. It's clean. And Pearl Lover says that belongs on a queen. I've never seen a strand this beautiful before. Yeah, it's spectacular. It just gives me so much joy. Just looking at these beautiful colors, it's a rich color. Very rich. And now we get to see it side by side with all the rest of them. Especially, we just saw a beautiful cherry one too. So here we go. You could see the uniformity of the cherry is exceptional when you're looking at it right below the bigger cherry strand that we just saw. And I want to show you on the third camera. And this is where you could really see,
especially right here.
Yeah, the uniformity of this cherry is out of this world, and only a company like Assael can be able to like really create something like this beautiful, exceptional quality. Yeah. And it's a cool perspective. Yeah, the Berna says the ombre of the strand is gorgeous. Yes. Mm-hmm. It really is breathtakingly clean and beautiful, and just, and Berna says, I still love the blue strand best. So like right in the middle, right? The blue, the blue-green one. Yes, let us know which one is your favorite among all these, because we're moving on to the next, and there's a lot more beautiful pearls to come. Blue and cherry together. So can you get the cherry strand? Berna says, I'm sucker for blue pearls. What can I say? Yes, you have a lot of blue pearls that are just absolutely gorgeous. So now let's take a look at side by side of the blue and the cherry. This is a beautiful combination of what true excellent Tahitians can look like. And let me just kind of move this into, yeah, let's take a look closely. And it looks like glass, like it has that sharpness of a luster, which is incredible. Yeah, Barbara is laughing in delight. Yes, please, let's all enjoy this, soak it in, this beauty. And it's a rare beauty. It is a very rare moment that we're sharing with you, and with such privilege to be able to see some exceptional high quality Tahitian pearls by Assael, created by Assael. Okay, so Tahitians can come in quite a larger size. And so we're moving on to the King of Pearls is getting larger. And this one here is, let's see, it is a pastel color. So it has a nice pastel multicolor, which is something that Tahitians are also known for. So everybody, because Tahitian pearls are called black pearls, we kind of tend to think they're all kind of dark silver or peacock color, but these are some of the common colors that pearl farmers happen to create. And so these are 15 to 16.6 millimeters. The length is 19.5 inches, so it's a little bit on the longer strand. And the size, just 15 to 16, is large. It feels like you are being seen. Yeah.
Large and in charge. I still feel like very sweet in these though. Maybe it's because the light color.
Because of the pastel color, and because you're looking at pearls. You're wearing pearls. You know, the pearls just makes it soft.
Yeah.
And it just makes it feminine and also clean as well. And this, of course, when the pearl size gets larger, the clasp also gets larger too. So these are also with a very meticulously done pave diamonds, and it is on a screw style as well. Details. Yes, let's see the details of these. Look at how beautiful these pastel colors are. 15 to 16.6 millimeter. So it starts at 15 millimeter, not a whole lot of graduation in this strand. However, it does end at 16.6 millimeters. And it's 19 and a half inches. So this is considered a longer strand for Tahitian pearls. And what is so amazing about it is not only the size, but also the roundness of the pearls, the perfect roundness, and the luster. Look how sharp the luster is, the color, and the cleanliness of the pearls. This is high quality, very well placed with assortment. Some of the challenges that we have with making multicolor is the assortment of the colors. You don't want to have too few of the greens, but not too much. You want to add the blues, the pinks evenly throughout so that it really looks random. And that's hard to do at 15 millimeter, 16 millimeter size. It's incredible to do. And again, something like this, it takes years. It takes many harvests. It takes many farmers. It takes many auctions and acquiring so many pearls before you could even make one strand. So those are the details. And then the indirect light. So now we're going over to the direct lighting source. So let's take a look at that. And now you could see the sharpness of the luster, the surface, really how the light is reflecting from the pearl. And you could really see the subtlety of the different colors. Even in the peacock, there's different color tones, different intensity in the cherry or intensity in the rose. Look at that one on the left, the blue-green right there. Beautiful. And this size is just a showstopper size for sure. Pearl Lover says, wow, you could fill an entire art gallery with this collection. It really is. And Glossy Mint says, I'm not a person who generally is envious. However, I am very envious at the moment. I want to be able to just hold and admire them all and not let go. And yeah, did you see the little studs? They're not tiny, everybody. They're normal size. It's 9 millimeter, close to 9 millimeter. It's actually 8.7 millimeter studs against a 15 to 16 millimeter pearls.
Wow.
Yes. We have a wide range in Tahitians here, and it's incredible. And also, the studs are 8.7 that Jeremy just brought in. Yeah, if you look at the screen. So this one here is, our normal 8 to 9 millimeters pearl studs that everybody like to wear every day. And then you have, but what's so important is look at the luster. We know that there's a lot more sharper luster pearls in the smaller size compared to the larger sizes. So this is quite an incredible moment to be able to show that these 15 to 16 millimeter Tahitian pearls have this much of a high luster that is very comparable to the luster of the 8.7. Yeah. J. Lara is saying, what a contrast in size. Pearl Lover is saying, unbelievable. I know, right? Absolutely stunning. And there's more.
But wait, there's more.
This one here is another incredible Tahitian pearls, and let's take a look at this. Is also a multicolor, slightly darker though, and this one is 15 to 17.1. So right here is 17.1, which is larger than what you just saw, and it's in a platinum setting. It has a bigger clasp, a bigger diamond settings. So let's take a look at that too. Oh, but before that, this one is 18.25, so 18 and a quarter. And I feel like with your height, this length, 18 and a quarter, seems a little bit more fitting to you than perfect. The 19 inches. But it's nice to have that variation, like that option as well. Because if you say, oh, I kind of need just one more pearl to extend it, it might take years to find that one pearl. It's that kind of exceptional quality here that we're talking about. So this one, the clasp is also beautiful. And yeah, just look at it with my tiny hands. You can see how dynamic this strand is. So let's take a look at this camera here. And Berna says, the bigger the pearls, the shorter the necklace. Yeah, because of the volume of the pearls. Here we go. Slightly darker of a multi-strand than the previous multi-strand that we saw. Over 6 carats of diamonds on the clasp, which is very luxurious. And a platinum, 18 and a quarter, which is a really nice length for a lot of us. And there is that pistachio-like, and you could even see my finger, how sharp the luster is on these, that you could see all these reflections so well. I love this rosiness to it. and all the colors in between. This is a beautiful peacock all on its own. And you know what's so luxurious about this, as I am looking at strands after strand after strand of these incredible large sizes, most jewelers will probably just take one and make it into a beautiful pendant and sell it that way. So it takes incredible patience and also bravery to make it into a strand, because you're, first of all, you're full drilling it, and to make it into a strand, it's such a ballsy thing to do at this size. It's normal to do in 9 to 12 millimeter sizes. That's normal for a strand. However, to do that with this size is pretty incredible. And now we're looking at these the strands side by side. So the top strand was the 19 inches. This is the slightly darker one. And the fact that we have two incredible multicolor strand, and let's look at it from this angle as well. And yeah, we'll show you with the strands. Studs, again, the studs are 8.7 millimeters. So you can really see how cute and petite when it's not, typically it's a normal size for us, but it's looking so cute here with all the giants that are standing behind her. But it's so incredible to see these colors side by side. So yeah, this one is, these two are also incredible. And now we're going to, we're going to get it closer. Now we're going to see the king of the Tahitian pearls. And Neo Megatron says, I'm so glad these giant Tahitians were made into strands. I know. We're so lucky to be able to see this. And wait till what Lori is wearing now. See this one.
Just sit tall.
This is the king of pearls, king of Tahitian pearls that we're showing you today, and it is with such pleasure. This is what Assael Collection, like the best of the best, is. It's incredible. It's peacock. It's beautiful. It's long. It's large. It's lustrous. It's sharp luster. It's high end. It's luxurious. It looks heavy. It'll have a good amount of weight to it because it's 15 to 16.9 millimeters. So it's about the same size as the multicolor that you just saw. And then it's 32.5 inches. So basically you're wearing two strands of pearls, of the very large size pearls. And to make it into one strand, to sell it as one strand, is also very courageous to do. And yeah, oh my goodness, is a really normal reaction, Marianne. It is a wow piece. This is a standout piece. And it's incredibly luminous. It's lustrous. The pearl mollusks were very happy to produce all of these pearls. It was in a very healthy environment. And yeah, let's take a look at this strand. It's incredible. So this one has a beautiful platinum diamond clasp as well. And look how dark green, brilliant green peacock this strand is. What it is, the peacock strand. And of course, my screen is too small to fit everything. But here it is, the most exceptionally lustrous, high luster peacock strand we've ever seen in this size, in this length, 15 to 16.9 millimeter. Wow, it is incredible. This is truly the king of pearls, created by the best of the best, the Assael collection. It is long, it's luxurious, quality is very consistent with each other, it's very high quality, sharp luster, minimal blemishing, all fully drilled and strung. This belongs in a museum, says Maria. But I would love to see people wearing it. You know, I do enjoy seeing beautiful pearls like the crown jewels in a museum, but also these are meant to be worn. These are meant to be adorned. So yeah, it's such an incredible opportunity for us to see it on Lori and be able to like ask her questions about how it feels. And yes, it is on the heavier side, but it has a presence. It's meant to be. So here it is. We can maybe push it up a little bit so we can see. And now we can see even what's impressive for me right now is that the larger Tahitian strand has better peacock overtone than the 8.7 millimeter studs. Usually it's the other way around, and it's just incredible. And please don't think that 15 and 16 millimeter pearls are always this lustrous. This is exceptional. When we see a lot of larger size pearls, it's a lot duller. It's the luster is not as sharp, and that's completely normal. So this is an exceptional piece, 32.5 inches long, and the size is 15 to 16.9. Definitely a strand to be celebrated. It's wonderful, says Neon Megatron. Yes, it's stunning. So I hope you really enjoyed all of the beautiful Tahitian strands that we were able to show you. And this is only a sliver of the pieces that we've shown you today. So we are hoping to continue to show these pieces throughout next year as well, and just continue to share these beauties with everybody. So I'm sure Lori will be back, but we still have a lot more to show you. But again, I wanted to just remind everybody, can we get a look from third camera? Absolutely. So here we are with the third camera, and I just wanted to remind everybody, if any of these strands call to you, and if you would like to book a private viewing with Jeremy, you could simply email him at jeremy@pearlparadise.com, and he can book a virtual appointment with you so he can really go over the details of these pieces, and he would be happy to do so. Look at that assortment, guys. What a beauty. We can stare at this the entire day and not get tired of it. All right. But we do have more pearls to share with you today, and it's already been an hour. So we're going to go into the Fijians now. These Fijians are fun. And there's also a very special story behind why Fijian pearls are with the Assael collection. And so Christina Assael is the wonderful beloved wife of Mr. Salvatore Assael, who took all over the company after Mr. Assael has passed. And during her leadership, she met with Justin Hunter from Justin Hunter Pearl Farm from Fiji, and she was really struck and excited about the sustainability of his pearl farms and the pearl farming efforts, and also the beauty of the Fijian pearls. So the Fijian pearls, the mollusk is kind of like a cousin of Tahitians. So they produce similar colors, but there's also this golden color, the gold greenish color on the mantle that is so unique to Fijian pearls. And so here, Lori is wearing an ombre of colors. Like this is the quintessential Fijian colors that, especially with Justin's farm, can produce. And so we collected these. We received a loose pearls that were yet to become into pieces of jewelry. So I put together this strand myself with using this different kind of graduating colors. Chocolate, natural color chocolate is one of really notorious color, pungent color of Fijian pearls. Goldens, if I flip it through just a little bit here, the golden to whites right here, that is also very like a symbolic color of Fiji as well. And then over here, the pistachio, the golden pistachio, that's something that people love about Fijians. It's just exquisite. And then, of course, you can see these blues over here. The blues are, of course, everybody's favorite. So let's take a look at this strand. It's about 25 inches. It doesn't have a clasp sew, and I designed it that way so you can always move this around. So you could have, if you want to show off the whites and the lighter color, you can do it this way. Or if you want to show off the fall color, like more of a deeper color, you can do it that way. So you could just kind of have fun with the layering of these necklaces and placing it. So let's take a look at how the beauty of Fijian pearls. So these are Fijian Baroque or drop to Baroque shape pearls. So there's some interesting shapes here and like a drop shape here. But look at these like beautiful aquamarine blue. And then these are natural. Oh, these are all natural colors. These are all natural colors of the brown, the chocolate, and then the bicolor, the in-between colors. They're also known for these kind of the in-between ambiguous colorways. Even you could see that in the silvery color, silver to pink here. So it's an absolutely fun colors to see, and you just saw that in the indirect light, which is mimicking as if you were looking at it indoors through a window, like a sunlight hitting through a window. And now Lori is going to show you in the direct light so you could really see the sharpness of the luster. So these are high-end, high-quality Fijian pearls from Justin Hunter's Pearl Farm exclusively through Assael. So Assael had a very exclusive partnership for a number of years with Justin Hunter Pearl Farm. And we have done few lives and had Justin come on our live stream, and I interviewed him in the beginning as well. So yeah, these are incredibly beautiful. And Maria says, I love my Fijian pearl earrings you made for me. They are my favorites. I love that. Swift Butter says, love it. And Maria says, these are so beautiful. Herrick's 1000 says, oh my. Barbara says, such a lovely strand. Neon Megatron says, wow, so gorgeous. I love the Baroque shape. We love the Baroque shape. I mean, we were really mesmerized about how round, perfectly round the Tahitian pearls were just now. And now we get to appreciate the irregularity of the shapes of pearls. And Teresa says the colors and shapes are evocative of seashells. That's a lovely comment. Okay, moving on to the next Fijian is this blue strand. So Fiji pearls are produced much, much, much smaller in quantity than Tahitian pearls. So for a Fiji strand to have a straight color is very, very difficult to do. And so this is an interpretation of celebrating the blues. So it is a multicolor. There are a lot of different colors in here, but the main tone is blue to green. So you could see a beautiful pungent blue-green here, and the bicolor happening, like a rainbow happiness happening here. And it just becomes like this silvery and also green here, and there's like a hint of pistachio even, which is really fun. Fijian colors are so colorful. You get to start to like collect these different colorways, which is really unique and playful. Now let's really look at the colors here, because there's so much that the pearls are saying, like, hey, I'm a blue green here and I'm a silvery green here, but there's more to it than that. And yeah, just these colors are so incredibly lustrous. Yes, there's some blemishing here and there, but it adds to the charm because these are not perfectly round pearls. These are drop shape. And look at these combination of colors here, from the dark to light to the rainbow. My favorites are these bi-colored ones. There's one rainbow dark one here, but then you see the super subtle ones here that are absolutely gorgeous. And it's so amazing that these are natural in color, and these are all pearls. Only pearls can produce all of these different colors and have this luster by just a simple polishing. So Fijian pearls, they don't go through a whole lot of treatment, or not kind of treatment at all. It's just polished lightly and that's it. So against the skin tone. Beautiful. And now we're going to move over to the close-up camera, the next one here. And now look at the differences of color. So, and the shape is also slightly different. These are more of a refined drop shape. It's pretty. That one is really pretty. So these are more refined drop shape. And these are 10 to 11.7 millimeters. And the length is 17.25. So that is also another nice length, not too short, not too long. And Neon Megatron says, oh my goodness, in love. And all these strands are all on our website currently. We just uploaded them on our site now. So if you are interested in purchasing these, they are ready, and you can read about the product details on the product page as well. And what's its number? It is this one is F2. F2 is 10 to 11.7 millimeter Fijian pearl strand. It has a diamond clasp of 1.07 carats, and it's an 18 karat white gold clasp. screw style diamond pave, and the final length is 17 1/4. F2. Yeah. Lori, what's your favorite color of Fiji?
Ooh.
We have yet to go to Fiji,
Ooh,
but
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go there to find out.
Oh. Interesting. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the next one. Another very different style of color, I would say. The assortment of color is different, although the size range is very similar. So this one is F3 is 10 to 12 millimeters. So the bottom pearl or the center pearl is a slightly larger than the one that we just showed. But this one is very vibrant multicolor. So you're seeing the red, the gold, the silvery, and even like a super pungent dark over here. So it has a very nice, evenly assorted colorways that goes with any outfit, any color of earrings. So right now Lori's still wearing the Tahitian studs, and it goes really well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this one is with a yellow gold 18 karat diamond pave screw type clasp. And we can see this in close up. Wow. Okay, so look at these. I mean, which one is your favorite color? Because there's so many good colors in here. Which one is your favorite? Look at this green one and this pungent gold. I love Fijian golds because it has so much green in it. This is Fijian version of a peacock, I would say. And Karen's is double wow. And even, this like subtle blue goes so well as an assortment. Look at this one. This one is a really happy gold color because there's pink in it. There's that beautiful rosiness into the bronzy gold. And the blue, the gold, Maria says the gold. Yeah, which one is your favorite? And Maria says, ooh, and I see the chocolate. Okay, I love them all. Yeah, I see some chocolate right here too. This is like a super cherry one. So now we get to see it all together under the direct light camera. And it appears, so this one is semi-round. It looks more semi-round to me. It's not perfectly round, but it's not as oval or it's not as drop of a shape. So that will also be considered when the pearls are being graded. So this one is F3, I believe. Yeah, F3. So yeah, the colors and the consistency of the shape will start to dictate into a higher quality of the pearls. And we're going to move on to the next piece, which is gold. But it's not your typical golden South Sea kind of gold. It is the Fijian gold, and a Fijian gold is a variation of darks to lights to everything in between. Beautiful, beautiful greens in here, some rose in here, some silvery color to it. It's for me, when I'm comparing these Fijian golds to the the richness of the golden South Sea pearls, they're very, very different to me. It looks very different. It feels very different. It has more of a organic feel. I mean, they're all organic materials or organic gems, but it has this organic feel to it. And I think that's the charm of the Fiji gold. Okay, so now we could see the slight variation in the golds as well. And of course, because of Fiji pearls, they're, you know, the golds are still rare for them. They do have produced them quite a bit, but Fiji gold is still a very rare color. It's not something that it's really easy for them to harvest all the time. And see what I mean by the green gold? Like that is even close to a pistachio kind of color. And yeah, all gold Fijian is rare. This is a rare strand, everybody. And of course, you will see some variation to it. Some light, some darker, some warmer in gold, some cooler in gold. But these are Fijian gold. And you don't see this kind of color in Tahitians. It's very exclusive to the Fiji. And Berna says, love the greens, gorgeous colors and beautiful luster. Yeah, the luster. Pearls are all about the luster and color too. Yeah. So Lori, let's take a look at this one under the light again here. This looks like sunshine. Wow. Yeah.
So bright.
It's very, very bright. And Monica says there's one intense gold pearl on that strand. I see it. Yes. One special. Wow. One special one. And Maria says looks like pistachio. Yes. Yeah, we love the pistachio color as well. It's a bright, happy gold with slight variation to it. Yeah. It's really fun and happy. Cool, that one is like a subtle kind of green, and then there's a pungent green right next to it. And it's also very round. These are near round shape, but it's appearing very round. So with that, we have a final Fijian strand that Lori's going to show us. And this, we call it the bronzy green. And Neon Megatron says all of them together is phenomenal. Looks like the ocean in strands. It really does, with champagne blush, says Barbara. This one is also an amazing strand, and there's only one of them. There's only one of this color, and it's a very nuanced color, very difficult to describe, but I see this like earthy bronze tone to it with a brighter green tone as well. It is very unique to Fijian colors, just like the golds that we saw. And it's, yeah, this is a very interesting color to describe. And I believe this is, the clasp is rose gold, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be yellow gold, let me see. But it is an 18 karat gold, it could be yellow gold. Here we go, let's take a look at how bronzy gold. Yeah, it looks like a yellow gold here. 9.6 to 13.0 Fijian pearl strand. This is round. This is considered round for Fijian pearls. 17.25 inch, 18 karat gold. Look at that. Fun assortment of greens. Wow. Amazing luster too. You will see some imperfections in the Fijians. There are very few and far to find all these colors and make into one strand. Look at this one here. This color, the luster. Yes, there are some pinpricks, but beautiful. This is what we call like a one-of-a-kind strand that you need to tell the story. You need to tell people that these are not just a Tahitian strand. This is a Fijian strand. Sarah says, love the special Fiji tone. Yeah, it brings the warmth of that, the beauty of being by the water, and it just looks very fresh, clean. Pearl Lover says, Fijian pearls are so unique, very special. And they are. They're so special. And we're moving on to this one here. Let me switch the camera. And let's compare it with that gold, that happy gold, and then it becomes like this earthy tone of the bronziness to it. Yeah, it's definitely a special strand. It's a one-of-a-kind strand. And yeah, this is the assortment. And let's take a look at the third camera too, so we could really see the entirety of the Fijian pearls. So now, do you have a favorite color? Now that you saw all of them, I bought a Fijian strand exactly 1 year ago, says Barbara. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, so we are moving on to the next, and I know we talked about the gold spot. We're talking about the to do the Tahitians and the Fijians, and then the golds and the whites. But we're skipping the golds for this time because there's so many whites to talk about, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a really good informational section with the whites. So without further ado, we are going to talk about the whites. And the first part of it, we want to talk about the color, the different colors of white South Sea, and also different luster variations, because there's so much to learn from the South Sea pearls. And because Assael collection is so vast and so rich in high quality white South Sea pearls, we really get to see the range of the beauty and the dynamic, like the enormity of the size as well, which is incredible. So right now, Lori is wearing 13 to 14.3 millimeter white South Sea pearl strand. We call this the soft white. And this is like what we would see as a white South Sea. It has the silky, soft luster, which is what South Sea pearls are known for. They're famous for that soft. It's not a super sharp and like really mirror like sharpness like the Hanadamas and Akoyas. it has this soft glow to it, and it has this like luxurious feel to it because of the size as well. This one is 13 millimeter at the end, and then right around at the middle is 14.3 millimeter. So this is a really nice size for a night out, and also, you know, it's a very feminine look to it. The size, the length. So the length of this one is 17 inches. So it's perfect for any kind of outfits and also any height. And I want you to just kind of soak in this softness of the luster, and cleanliness of the surface. So this is a very clean. It has the soft white. It's not stark white of a color. There's slight silver overtone that you see, and when I put my hand away, you could see there's some that are slightly rosy, but mostly this one has just a tiny bit of silver to it. And now we are going to move this over to the direct lighting, which is right over here. So now you could really see the silver overtone on these. And Nutty Fajita asks, how are they different from Akoya besides size? There's so many things that can be said to that. So first of all, the mollusk is very different. It's a different kind of species. White South Sea pearls come from a silver lip oyster or silver lip mollusk, and Akoya pearls have their own kind. So, and the size is astronomically different. That's why Akoya pearls can easily house up to 9 millimeter. 9 to 9.5 is kind of like their max, especially when they're creating a round, perfectly round Akoya pearls. We will see a larger size, but even that, there's a kind of a cap to maybe 10 to 11 millimeters with the Akoya pearls. The South Sea pearls are very different, and their environment is also different as well. The way they're cultured is also slightly different. And because white South Sea, the silver lip mollusk, is quite large, it can grow pearls into a larger size. And because they're different species, the luster will be different. The color is slightly different. The feel of it, the overall feel of it is slightly different. So this is the first strand that we're going to be showing you, and we're going to move on to the second one, which is what I am wearing. So this one is W2, or no, I'm wearing W3. So we're actually going here, and then I'm going here. W2 is, let's see, the size is very similar. It's basically identical, 13 millimeter, 14.8, so just a tiny bit larger. Length is a little bit longer, so this is 18 inches on Lori. The first one that she wore, the W1, is 17 inches. So it's a little bit longer. Can you see this lighting is flooding lights from at the top and from behind us? So the lighting is going to be very different, and we'll be able to see it in close up in just a minute. But from my viewpoint, this one has sharper silver overtone to it and a brighter white body color. So let's take a look. And this one has a beautiful pave diamond ball clasp as well. And here we go for the close-up. So this is W2 strand. W2 strand is a 13 to 14.8 white South Sea pearl strand, 2.3 carats of diamonds. So you could see the beautiful diamond clasp as well here. And the luster is starting to become sharper than the one that you just saw. And this is 18 inches. I'm going to move this over to Lori. Oops.
Behind the scenes.
Everybody, meet Kaylee. I was a little bit too quick for you all. Sorry about that. And we're going to show you. This is the angled camera. Can you tell that there's the luster is becoming sharper? And I'll go into, here we go. Yeah, you could see there is also slightly greener tone, a warmer champagne white. Okay, we are going to show comparison in two different ways. So we can see it on here. And then I'm going to take those two strands and we're going to see it on the camera that I have. So I'm going to do it both ways now to see it closely. And can you see the difference also here? The one up here is the first strand, W1 strand. It has just a slightly creaminess to it. And then you could see the details of the lighting. And you could start to see the sharpness of the luster just a tad bit on the W2, the second one. And Neon Megatron says, it's nice to see the difference in the colors of the strands. Yes, and that's so important to do. And it is such a privilege that we get to do this. And Pearl Lover says, oh, now I really see the difference in luster. Yes, it really does make a difference. And so with that going, I'm going to show you the strand that I am wearing here that I've been happy to model today. W3 is 13 to 15.8. So 15.8 is going to be a lot larger here on this strand right here. The necklace is, the length of it is 17 3/4. So 17 3/4. And so it starts at 13 millimeters. So it's the same as the rest of them. It's just that it's getting slightly larger. So a little bit more glamorous. And let's take a look at this color. So how I've seen the past two strands, I see it as more of a silver overtone. And in the white South Sea pearl, preferences or grading categories, they'll usually grade higher with the quality if it's a little bit more rosy. But there's a but to it, because the amount of luster, the sharpness of the luster needs to be equal to the others. You know, the surface cleanliness needs to be equal too. And then if there was a silver one and a rosier one, the people tend to like the rosier side for white South Sea pearls, which is really educational to like really learn about what are the criterias to make, you know, to determine which one is deemed as higher quality. And
that one looked very rosy when
yeah. And can you see the rosiness? It's still subtle, but now you could really see the creaminess of the first strand right here. And then there isn't a whole lot of rosiness on the second strand. And I'm going to try and move my hand away so that you could really see the hint of rose on here. And yeah, so we're going to keep that going. And then we're going to move on to what Lori is wearing now. Lori is wearing something even brighter. Like it is bright. You could really see the difference of the luster now. This one is W4. Also starts at 13 millimeter at the back, so it's about the same size. Same size as all the rest of the strands. 16 millimeter for the center pearl. And it has a beautiful diamond pave clasp as well. The strand length is the shortest. It's a 16 3/4. So this one is, and you could kind of tell why there are so many variations to the length of these necklaces, because of the availability of the pearls, how much people can, the designers can match perfectly, and that will determine the end result or the end length of these necklaces. And that's why it's, have this variation between 16 to 19 or 16 to 18 inches. So let's take a look at this beautiful strand and compare it with the rest. Now this, you could really see the silver in it, which is gorgeous. It has a very sharp, very, very sharp luster, hence the jump in the pricing as well. The luster is very, very sharp. It has a beautiful silver to silver rose. When there is a hint of rose, or the stronger the rose it is considered very valuable. So yes. Oh yeah, and PKN 1619, any of these can be claimed if you are really interested. Oh, and you like the T4. Yes, congratulations. We need to celebrate.
I love that one.
Can we get the T4 real quick just to celebrate? Because that one is the beautiful blue strand, I believe. We just put Kaylee on the spot, so she's like looking at it. Why don't we just go back and look at the beautiful?
She found it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. This is the beautiful blue-green strand that we were all admiring. So PKN 1619, congratulations. What a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, exceptional strand that you're getting. So congratulations. Okay, now, so let's go back and look at it one more time. So this was the selection to look at the color variations. So there's that creamy white, and then just a hint of silver to silver rose. This is the rose that everybody loved. And this is also a very sharp silver with a hint of rose. It's a beautiful, beautiful strand. So, and with that, when you pick a strand of white South Sea pearls, it's all about your preference. You might like the silky softness, glow of the first strand, or you might really get called for this like silvery blue. You never know. But it's wonderful to be able to see all of these so up close and personal. Okay, so now we're going into the statement pieces. These are what South Sea pearls can do, that currently no other pearls can do. Even the freshwater pearls, yes, they are becoming a larger size, but it's not South Sea. And this is where the beauty and the bold and beauty like collides and becomes this wonderful collaboration of this amazing series of necklaces. This one is PG1. It is 14.1 large, 14.1 over here, and then 17.9 millimeter at the center, which is incredible. Softer luster. This is, but it's not a bad luster at all. It is a very clean strand. It has beautiful luster, but it is on the softer side. It's a wonderful like statement piece. Absolutely. It has that soft glow of a hint of silver and even a little faint of rosé to it. And oh, before we take it off, the length is 16 and a half inches. So this is like more of a princess length. It has a yellow gold clasp with a line of diamonds. And let's take a look on the second. So yeah, I think this is the softest of the luster that we have in this size range. And it's still beautiful. It's clean. It has this warmth of creamy white to it with a little bit of a silver here and there and a little bit of the rose. I'm going to try and just remove my hands so that I'm not in the way. And yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. These are like the standard of South Sea pearls. So yeah, and then you could really see the reflection when my hand enters the light box. And this is the large 17.9 millimeter, which is a really bold size. And then now we're going to move on to the next so we can really compare what Lori's wearing. Now there's that glow. This one here is even larger. Now we're going into the really big and bold and substantial sizes, 15 to 18.1 millimeter. 18.1 right at the center here. I see a lot of rosiness. So this is a high quality strand all on its own. It has sharp luster and it has the beauty of both silver and rose overtone. And I see a brightness in the white body color, which is something that the pearl farmers are always seeking to achieve. Length is 17 and a quarter inches. So this one is bigger in size and longer in length. Beautiful. Is this a diamond? This is a diamond, probably 18 karat, I believe. Yes, 18 karat. And we call this the soft rose overtone. So now we get to see it side by side. Thank you. Look at that. This is very easy to compare because you could really see the rosiness. The soft rose is a very popular color that people sought after, and it is on the higher grade of a white South Sea pearl grading, and it has a high luster. I do see a little bit of silver in this, silver overtone in this. And yeah, it's like I kind of wonder, should I be moving it with my hands or not? Because, you know, my hand color will also kind of change the look of it, but there is a lot of silver and rosiness to it. There we go. And you can see that I'm turning it gently. And again, what a privilege for us to be able to do this. These are all Assael Collection white South Sea necklaces that we get to share with you today, and to see the beautiful variations to the South Sea pearls, the king of pearls, Rolls Royce of the pearls. And yes, literally Gumball says pearl lover. So now we're moving on to even more. This one is even larger. Wow. Can you believe it? 16 millimeter at the smallest size, and 19.5 millimeters. 19.5 millimeters is large. And yes, now she's wearing a lovely South Sea earrings. It's kind of a starlight style with a diamond accent here, and that is also from the Assael collection. So let's talk about this gorgeous, gorgeous, amazing, bright South Sea pearls. This is an exceptional quality. This one is a true silver overtone. There's a very hint of rosiness here, but the silver is very, very strong in this. And you can see the sharpness of the silver really very clearly. And this is something that's comparable to the sharpness of Hanadama Akoya pearls, and which is a rarity in the South Sea world. So this is another stunning, and of course the diamond ball clasp gets bigger, the size of the diamond gets bigger, because you know we gotta celebrate these wonderful rare pearls with beautiful diamonds. And this is also in platinum. Look at that, everybody. So now this is becoming a royalty of South Sea pearls. I mean, they all are, but these are over 6 carats of diamonds. If you want to see the diamond clasp too, they're classic, they're large and beautiful, right here like so. And now we can really see the differences in the overtones. Let me pick it up and see if we can. It is heavy, holding 3 strands, holding up like this. But you could even see how the pearls are reflecting each other and how sharp that reflection is, especially the middle strand and the bottom strand. And that's how we get to really see the difference in the quality and how the price affects as it reflects as well. And there's more. PG4. PG4 is about the same size, but even a small increment of size variation really changes the price point, especially if the quality is there. So the one she's wearing is this beautiful rosé. So this is the color that South Sea pearls are known for, that it is that exceptional color that people seek after. And these are 16 to 20 millimeters. So having that 20 millimeter marker will also really changes that the threshold also. I mean, these are, but actually, these are both similar in price ranges. So that means like the luster and the quality is very similar to the other piece as well. And there are some pinpricks that you can see in the strand, but the overall, what's so significant about this pearl, and I'm gonna move it. Oh, actually, you don't need to move because I just wanted to adjust you a little bit to see the center pearl right in the center. 20 millimeter is wow size for one, and to have the glow of rose, the entire strand is absolutely elegant and gorgeous, and it's just a very feminine strand. So let's take a look at this one here. It's such a substantial clasp. You will feel it is a, this is not a lightweight pearl to wear, but the clasp is very substantial and you will feel secure wearing this. And let's take a look at, this is rose, silver rose, or no, this is the rosy. So the top is the silver that you saw. This one is rose. Rose strand, beautiful. There are some pinpricks here and there, but it's 16 to 20 millimeter, 20 millimeter. And the length of this item was also the same, 16 3/4. So it's the same. These two strands are the same length. Absolutely breathtaking. So in this light, you could really see the rose in each and every strand. You see the silver, you see it over here, and the rose, you see it over here. Yeah, let me just move away so everybody can see the graduation of the color of the, the variation of the white. So you have this creaminess, hint of rose, silver, and then a stronger rose. Yeah. Now we're gonna go up a notch and take a look at this gorgeous strand. Again, this one is starting at 16 millimeters, so it is a large size. This is a showstopper, 16 millimeter to 19.6. And this is the silver rose. So we just saw the rose. Now this is the silver rose. Silver because the silver overtone is consistently strong, and I feel like when the silver overtone is very sharp, even the overall luster like appears even more strong and appears like more of that mirror like luster to it. And then there's that lovely silver that comes in and it kind of softens the look. And I still feel like even though the shape is so astronomically large, especially for someone like myself who is more comfortable wearing Akoya pearls, this looks really large to me. But there's still this femininity and this beauty that goes throughout the strand because of that rosiness to the strand. And so let's take a look at this one. You don't want to take it. Lauren doesn't want to take it off. Keep it on a little bit longer. I just want to take it off. It feels good. It's you will feel the weight, but it does feel good. Yeah. Just there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And so there was one time there's a question like, does it feel cool to the touch? And I feel like pearls, it feels a little bit softer and warmer to the touch. You know, if this was like a coral or a turquoise strand, it may appear more cool to the touch. Do we have even space? Yes. So it's this one right at the bottom here. Right at the bottom. And you could really see the silver. And I hope you could really see the slight rosiness to it too. This is an amazing 17 inches in length. Wow, what an amazing lineup right here. Yeah, Monica says, cool to start, but pearls warm up quickly. Absolutely, I agree with you. This luster, everybody, is very clean and sharp. The consistency of the color and the overtone is amazing. Looking at it, yes, all together, it is a treasure box. This is looking at the goddess of South Sea pearls. And yeah, you could see how sharp all of our equipment looks like, reflecting. This is a true treasure. And to have all these multiple strands of pearls all at once is because of Mr. Assael and Christina Assael, the legacy of the Assael company, who carried so many of these beautiful pieces, beautiful pearls made into jewelry so that it's ready to wear, accompanying with the decadent diamond clasp, either 18 karat gold or platinum, really, you know, held together so exquisitely together. And kind of want to cover her, like I just want to do a da, 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 da. Maybe just I don't want to show it too quick, so maybe I'll hold that there for a second. So I just wanted to share our gratitude for being in this journey with us, showing all of the Assael collections with all of you for the past couple of live streams. This is the third live stream that we've been doing. And especially this White South Sea collection is the legacy of Assael, and the way that Jeremy and I can store this and continue on showing these pieces and offering these to the clients that are really looking for that special strands, even in the Tahitians, even in the Fijis, and even in the Goldens, is such a privilege. And I hope that you get to see more of this in the upcoming days and weeks. And yes, if you are very serious about inquiring any of these pieces, please let us know. Jeremy is available for virtual appointments, even in the weekend. So if there is something that really speaks to you, please don't hesitate and let us know. So there's this one strand that we don't know how long it took the Assael company to curate this piece. And it must have taken years and years, and dedication and determination not to make one strand of this caliber. And this has been an absolute pleasure for both Jeremy and I to be able to showcase the very last piece. The So within the white South Sea industry, the color white pink is the best of the best. And it's not a term that can be easily put on in any kind of pearl strand. This is the white pink that it's not just rose, it's pink. It's the glow of the pink, and it can only be created because of the quality of the pearl, how sharp the luster is, and how the light reflects and refracts onto the pearl and bounce back, the light bounce back. So let's take a look at what a $1.6 million pearl strand looks like.
Definitely not taking off this one.
And just
Wow.
soak it in, everybody. Just like soak in this beauty of what a white pink is, like a white pink strand is. And if you like to know the information of this piece, it's 16 millimeter to 18.8 millimeter. There's 72 diamonds on the clasp, and it is 18 inches. Like, bravo to Assael Company for having the patience to accumulate so that they can make an 18-inch strand. I mean, they could have given up when they had maybe like 5 inches or so, and maybe like that could have been number of years, but they didn't. They went to the auction, they bought pearls, they bought the best of the best, and that must have been a really time consuming, tedious, but also a labor of love. So this is a labor of love of the pearl farmer, labor of love of the auctioneers, the producers, the everybody that's been involved. Can you imagine drilling this pearl? I would be so nervous full drilling this pearl and making it into a necklace. Like, wow. It is one stunning strand of pearls. And I'm sorry, Laurie.
I know, so sad.
Take it off so I can show everybody the glowing beauty of white pink. This is a true white pink strand of white South Sea. Yes, this is passing out worthy, faint worthy kind of pearls. I mean, there's no flaw to this. And she just passed out. Lois just passed out. I mean, yeah, there's a pinprick, but like, no, you don't even pay attention to that because of this glow. Because this is so perfect. Every single one of them is perfect in this size, in this roundness, in this luster. This is a miracle. This is a miracle strand. It is fit for a goddess and a museum. I'm sure this is fitting for a museum as well. But true perfection. This is white South Sea perfection, everybody, that we really get to admire today. And there's really no other words to describe it but extravagant, decadent, beauty, elegance, all of it. Yes, Monica, this is 16 millimeters to 18.8 millimeter at the center. So Oh, question. Nutty Fajita says, I'm not even in the USA to buy the Powerball to even have a chance to. And Pearl Lover says, did you say this is 1.6 million? Yes, 1.6 million MSRP from Assael. And Barbara says, Jeremy, how does this strand compare to the white South Sea you showed a couple of years ago? So a couple of years ago, Jeremy and I did the same, not the same, we did a high-end white South Sea pearl live stream. And this is the strand. Museum quality strand. 18-inch long? Yes, 18-inch long. Yes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, yes, it is the same strand. So, because there's only one in this, maybe there's only one in America. I don't know. But yes, Lori gets to wear this one more time.
Yay!
If I have the eyes and dexterity to, yes. And we're going to compare it with PG. Oh, in here? Well, let me do it since I put this on her, because she's going to be sad if I take it. But you could see night and day. Wow. This is PG1. PG1 versus, yeah. So now, I'm sorry, Lori. We're gonna take it away from her neck one more time. But she still has the beautiful earrings. And now, I mean, I don't really need to speak to the differences. You can all see it. And this 1.6 million MSRP strand, this one right here, the white pink, we are offering it at $720,000. So this one is at the very best price that it was ever been offered. And it is at 720,000. And the top strand is the PG1 strand that we saw. That is, you know, our typical beautiful strand of white South Sea pearls. Yeah, so there you have it, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining our third live with the amazing collection of Assael Tahitians, white South Sea, and the Fijian strands today. Thank you, Lori, for being here.
Thank you.
And yeah, what a wonderful way to kind of see the differences, even in the high quality variations, to luster, to color, to size. And yes, it's such an eye candy. It's such a wonderful time to kind of, you know, soak up all these beautiful pearls. And we will be back for some more. This is really a small portion of what we were able to show you. And there's still many more strands that are absolutely gorgeous in different quality, different sizes, and also different types of pearls in Tahitian, South Sea, and Fiji, and goldens. We didn't get to the goldens today, but we will at a later time. So thank you all so much, and congratulations to that blue green Tahitian strand. I hope you enjoy it with great health, and we will see you back again. Thank you all so much. Have a great afternoon.
Bye.